Howdy doody! Happy Friday! Thank you for coming to check out another dose of happiness and positivity and things to help you kick ass at this awesome life. Basically, I'm just sharing things that help me. Hopefully, they help you too. So, today, the awesome thing is decision making, making a decision. I cannot tell you how freeing this can be. So, a little background about what's going on with me. A lot of you know that I'm sober, I'm in recovery from drugs and alcohol, and now I'm fighting with sugar and eating, but mostly sweet stuff and sugar. And it's a real struggle, and it's been frustrating. And I was actually thinking today that in some ways, in many ways, quitting drugs and alcohol was easier than giving up the sugar because I've been fed sweet treats since I was a little kid. We're as a society, we use sugar and sweets as rewards and comfort food and all this kind of stuff. And it's not healthy for me. Like, I eat way too much. I think about it too much. I want it all the time. It makes me feel like shit. I've noticed that it messes with my anxiety. It fucks with my weight. Like, there's just all these different reasons. And I've done a lot of research around like what these kind of processed foods do in our bodies, and it's just no good. And I want them all the time. And if I had my way, it'd be fucking waffles and cookies and ice cream and chocolate all the time. So I want to be free of that, right? Like, when I decided to get sober, I also made a commitment that it wasn't just about not drinking or not using. It was about growth, and it was about learning to deal with life on life's terms and have an amazing life. And right now, the sugar and eating thing just isn't jiving with that, and so I want to get rid of it. I want to be free of it. And I've tried a lot of different tactics. I like to do a lot of mental, like, inner work where I'm kind of talking to that part of myself that's craving or whatever, and it's sort of like this childlike wild animal part of my brain, right, that's just like, I need it because it's worked in the past, and it doesn't understand that it's a temporary fix, right? And as soon as we're done eating or indulging, then I just want more. I feel regret. I feel like shit. I've eaten to the point where I make myself sick. Like, it's compulsive and it's not right. It's not good. Not like in the moral thing, like there's no ethical right or wrong here. I'm just talking about, like, for me, it doesn't feel great. So I want to be free of it. So I've been trying to think my way out of it, which, as someone in recovery, I know that doesn't work. Like, my best thinking got me here. My brain, there's this part of my brain that's kind of in charge or takes control that isn't serving my best interest. So I have to, like, grab the wheel. And so the way that I do that is by making a decision. Now, that might sound really rudimentary and basic, but honestly, if you're struggling with something that you feel like you just can't get a handle on, it's probably because you have not decided one way or another about it. You might decide to just keep going with the way things are. Like when I was smoking, I decided a lot of times that I'm a smoker and I just smoke, and it was never up for debate. I wasn't always in this, like, back and forth of, like, should I quit? Shouldn't I? It's too hard. Every time I've made progress in my life by giving up a bad habit, I had to make a decision first. And every time that I'm in this, like, gray area, mental struggle, torment kind of place, it's because I'm not making a decision. And what keeps me from making a decision is fear. It's fear that I'm making the wrong decision, or it's fear that I'm going to regret it. There's a lot of fear that I'm missing out. Like, when I decide I'm not going to eat sugar anymore, it's like, but what if some really great sugary treat comes along and I really want it? But that's where the work is, right? Like, that's how we learn how to deal with our feelings and manage our emotions, and that's the stuff that's going to make us super awesome and be able to achieve all of our dreams. Because you get these tools, and then you can deal with anything. Like, you're unfuckwithable. So I love the word decision too, because it's roots. So this is like my word nerd dictionary etymology side coming out. I love it. The Latin roots of decide mean to cut off. So you're cutting off any other options. So the gift of making a decision is that your decision means that it's unquestionable. So if you start to get in a debate with yourself about it, or like, oh, maybe just this one time or anything, you just go, no, I made a decision and it's going to be this way. So I made a decision that just for today, I'm not going to eat sugar, so we'll see how that goes. You know what? It's going to go great because I fucking decided that it would. So there. I hope that helps. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.